One of the big mistakes that people make in their marriage is that they violate the border. It sounds a little paradoxical. You're there to become one, and yet you have to respect the border that gives each of the spouses their own space, their own personality, independence, and so on. So if you violate that border, if you cross that border, you're violating the marriage. So one of the tip-offs, you can tell whether a person is thinking right in their marriage by the very common expression. A husband says to his wife, you know, you should be doing, or you shouldn't be doing this. As soon as you start doing the thinking for your spouse, you are crossing a border. You're there to do your own thinking, to play your role, to make your contribution to the marriage. As soon as you cross over and start doing the thinking for the other, what they should do, how they should act, what they should say, what they shouldn't say, you've crossed the border. And of course that doesn't work. You can't do someone else's thinking for them. Of course, you can influence that thinking, but without crossing the border. By being who you are and by doing what you ought to do, you do influence the relationship itself. One of you can make it better for both of you. But as soon as you start thinking how she should make it better or what he should do to make it better, you're out of control. You're focused on something that you cannot control. Of course you're going to get frustrated and you're going to get angry at the other because it's so obvious what the other should do and they're not doing it. So who's at fault here? The other. Sometimes it even goes so far as like, I am not going to be nice until you straighten out and behave the way you should behave. And until then, I am not going to do what I'm supposed to do. So where is this going to lead? Where does this go? So we have to watch our language because it expresses our truest attitude. We should never, you see, we should. It doesn't work to tell the other what they should do because now you're out of your element. You have surrendered control. You've lost control. Not only over the relationship, but over yourself. Because you're so frustrated by what the other should be doing. So let's go back to being who we need to be. The husband has to focus on his responsibility and his commitment to making her life better. So whatever is going on, his only thought should be, what can I do to make it better? So a guy comes and asks me in marriage counseling, he says, what can I do to make my wife happy? You know what the problem is. I mean, it's so obvious. You're asking me how to make your wife happy? You know where she lives. Ask her. And then when you ask her, take her answer seriously. Believe her that that's going to make her happier, even though it doesn't seem like something that you would want. It wouldn't make you happier. And so you find it hard to believe that it'll make her happier. Believe her. Let her thinking be independent of yours. Her opinion is independent of yours. You're there to fulfill it. So surrender to the relationship. That is going to remove things and allow the two of you to actually blend and become one.